Today, I'm going to show you how to smoke cocktails, either at your home or in your bar and restaurant. The toughest part is rolling the cocktail glass in those little tiny papers. Get it? Hey there! If you're still here after that amazingly awful dad joke, I do appreciate it. I'm powerless, they just come out and there's nothing I can do about it. So, here we are in my little outdoor bar that I'm in the process of building. Got a ways to go, but it's gonna work for what we're doing today, which is smoking cocktails. All right, perhaps you know about smoking cocktails, or you've at least heard of it before. So today I'm gonna show you how easy it is for you to do at home, but also for your guests in your bar. And if you've never tried a smoked cocktail, or like an individual liquor, like a scotch or a whiskey, then you should be kicked in the head by a donkey. No, of course you shouldn't, I'm kidding, but I do highly suggest you try it. It makes it smoky, but what I love the most is it mellows it out, it takes away that bite, and it's just flat out fun creating the new flavor profiles that you get from a smoked cocktail. Okay, so how do we get started? Well, there are a few different options when it comes to smoking cocktails. One of the ones I'm not a big fan of is getting a blowtorch and lighting what is essentially a cutting board and then trying to trap that smoke underneath the cocktail glass. What, now I'm a welder? There are also some more expensive options like this cool cocktail smoking box or the Flavor Blaster, which is a handheld smoker. It is very cool, and just like you see on their website here, you can make these awesome smoke bubbles that you can pop, which is amazeballs presentation factor to the 10th power. However, the Flavor Blaster is $419, so it ain't cheap. It just depends on how bad you want to pop that smoking bubble. The better option is, if you don't want to break the bank, is to find a smoking gun which produces the smoke, and the good news is there's plenty of good smoking guns out there at a reasonable price. I got this one for my outdoor bar for like 60 bucks on Amazon, and it works great. Comes with a gun, the hose, the lid for smoking individual cocktails, and even some applewood chips. I myself wanted this little enclosed glass casing, which my wife Kristen got for me at like Home Goods or TJ Maxx for like 20 bucks. Then I took my drill, drilled a hole here in the bottom for the hose to fit, and you want to make sure you use a metal drill bit. A wood drill bit will most likely break. All right, and then once you get the hole drilled and the hose inserted, you're ready to go. A quick word from Fire Marshal Dave: make sure to always have a fire extinguisher handy, just in case you don't know how to use fire responsibly. So here we go. I'm just gonna smoke a single liquor here. You can experiment with different cocktails, Old Fashions, Manhattans, Sazeracs, those are all great to smoke. You can experiment with different liquors, it's totally up to you. I'm gonna use one of my favorites here, the Whistle Pig 12 Rye. I'm gonna grab my rye, I'm gonna put it under glass, I'm gonna turn my smoking gun on, light the wood chips, and you're gonna be surprised how fast this thing fills with smoke. The amount of time you leave it under there is totally up to you. Some people say 15 seconds because they say longer than that, it overwhelms the taste. Some people say 5 minutes. I found that 2 minutes is a perfect sweet spot for me. Tastes exactly how I want it to. You're gonna have to experiment and see what's best for you. Okay, that should be good enough. Let's try it out. Oh, it looks beautiful. It's like a little adventure in your mouth. All right, I'm serious, you need to try it out. It's fantastic. All right, just by adding the smoke, your olfactory senses just come to life. All right, that's smell for you greenhorns. All right, and we know how much smell can influence your tasting experience. Now, don't go anywhere yet, because besides the deliciousness that a smoked cocktail can provide, you as a bar manager or owner should really consider bringing a smoker into your bar. Here's why. I learned this from one of my good acquaintances, Roger Bodwin, who runs Restaurant Rockstars. I learned this while I was on his podcast, and it's what he calls a hospitality hook, which is anything that's unique or eye-catching or even wild that separates you from your competition and draws people into your bar. As an example, Roger talks about this ski resort that has this conveyor belt that comes in through their window. It's snowing, it's wintry white outside, and they have these ice cold beer mugs that come in on the conveyor belt. They fill them up, they give them to the guests. So cool. Another example is Roger shows you how to start a mug club. All right, you decorate your mugs, you keep them there at the bar, which keeps them coming back again and again. Okay, a couple great examples of hospitality hooks. Same goes here. the smoker is your hospitality hook. All right, it's a great marketing tactic to get people to come into your bar, get their cocktail smoked, and it couldn't be simpler. Simply order a smoking gun and you're ready to go. If you get super busy and lots of people want their cocktail smoked, you might need 3 or 4 of them, which is good news for you. You might even get the flavor blaster with the magic smoke bubble. And this will all pay for itself and more because you can offer to smoke your customers' cocktails for an upcharge. $3, $4, $5. I don't know your demographic or what your market will bear, but it is a fantastic way to not only get people talking about your bar, but also to make some extra cheddar using smoke. That's going to do it for today. I hope you like that. Thanks for hanging out in my bar with me. I'm going to see you next time. I'm out.